there. Whole different ball game. Yep, there's audio there now. Anyway, okay, here we go. All right, starting Thursday night at 7 o'clock on the 146-880 600 off at 70 hertz tone is the W0BXR Aries net. It is conveyed with Corey. He's the one in control there. So if anybody has anything that you need to get to or any information you want to know, go to Corey. He'll get it for you. And then what we do is we go on to Friday night, 147.315 plus 600, no tone. It's Digital Narrow with Roger and John up there. It starts at 8 o'clock in Clinton, Illinois, or Clinton, Iowa. And that's just a regular digital net up there on Fusion. Then what happens is we come through here at 6 o'clock. Believe it's still going on. I didn't get to listen to it tonight, but is the Muscatine Club is running their little class for extra class, and they do it from 6 to 7, and that's at 146.910, and is 100 hertz tone, or no, that one's 192.8 at 600 off. So that's minus 600, y'all. Then we come back in here at 7 o'clock at 146 700 repeater. That's 40 or 600 off at 77 hertz tone. And that's Big Steve bringing it your way from the BSA, where America comes alive. Okay, then it's 7:30, and this is back to the 145.430 now, y'all. It's 600 off. I believe it's 114.8 on the tone. I'm not sure if anybody else can remember the tone. I don't remember the tone at this particular point. And I'm trying to learn how to remember things. And as you can tell, I'm not doing real well. Anyway, and it's back on the air. So the Clinton net is not on the 147.315. It's back to the 145.430 as of today. That's the first net since they've got it back on the air. Okay, then we go to 146.475 Simplex. No offset, no tone, and I'm not sure who's taking care of that right away. Let me let the repeater do its thing. All right, there it is. And then we go up to 146.880 at 8 o'clock. That's 600 off with a 77.0 hertz tone. And the official WBXR or W0BXR Radio Club's net is at 8 o'clock. Then I haven't heard anything on the sideband net. So that's where we're going to leave it for tonight. I'm still looking for a few other nets. I'm going to try to get this stream thing going. I'm working on it real hard, and I also want to take and get us our own little web page domain, so I can sit there and put funny things on there for y'all. But anyway, here we go. I'm going to let the repeater do its thing, and then we're going to come right back in. With this, while I'm letting the repeater do its thing, ZOV, his wife, has passed away yesterday. What I'm going to do is this young lady loved to sit and listen to us every week, and I'm just going to observe and give her about 10 seconds worth of silence. She wasn't a licensed ham, but she was a listener. So KD0JNQ. All right, got all that done, got everything taken care of. So here's what we're going to do. Yep, bring it on in, Scott County, KD0JNQ. Let's go.
Says Alpha Echo Zero, India Tango, AE0YT, Mike and Long Grove. Good evening, Steve and the net.
Hey, thanks for coming in, Mike. And I'm going to try to get that webpage joined on here somehow, too. So anyway, there we go. Thanks for coming by. We appreciate it. We'll get with you in a little bit. Do we have any other Scott County check-ins? Let's bring it on. KD0JNQ. It's all about you. Let's go.
This is KB9LOB, Brandon and Bettendorf, no traffic.
All right, Brandon, thanks for coming in, man. If you're here later, we'll catch on. If not, well, then we'll just move on. So thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. K9LOB. There you go. Thanks for coming in, man. We really appreciate it. And we'll look forward to hearing from you if you're here. Do we got
This is November 0, Romeo Hotel Sierra, and 0RHS, John in Princeton.
all right, John? Did I get that right then? With the tone for the Clinton net.
It's a 100 hertz tone.
Oh, darn. Okay. Well, I thought I was right at 114. I was closer than most. So, there you go, y'all. It's 100 hertz tone, so we'll get her done that way. All right. Got that part done. How about it? Do we have any other Scott County check-ins? I better keep my glasses on because I can see better. Bring it in, Scott County, KD0JNQ.
This is in 2 a.m. No traffic.
All right. Is the audio better, Kevin, than usual?
Yep, you sound fantastic.
All right.
Get some super glue out and glue all the knobs down.
I took and dipped it, so it won't do it no more. Okay, I hope you know how things go with me. Anyway, thanks for coming in, Kevin. Appreciate it. And what we'll do is we're just gonna move on. How about it? Do we have any other Scott County check-ins? KD0JNQ. It's all about you.
This is November 1, Alpha Whiskey Bravo. Good evening, Steve, and everyone on the net.
Mr. Mitt. All right. Thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate it. And we'll look forward to hearing from you after we get through there. And also, Mitt just struck something in my mind because there was a couple other licensed operators there that I know listen. Y'all, take and key up the mic tonight. Take the challenge. Be it like the ice challenge, except you're looking at the microphone. It won't bite. As a matter of fact, it likes it if you pet it on the top and then say, hey, Steve-O, we're here. And appreciate that. But anyway, do we have any other check-ins? Bring it on in, Scott County, KD0JNQ.
This is Kilo Echo Zero Sierra Alpha Whiskey. Matt and Davenport, no traffic.
All right, Matt, thanks for coming in. And for those of you who are just sitting there listening and kind of worried about that microphone, Matt is a new check-in here. He's just been here for a couple of months now. And check it out. He hasn't been bit yet. So give it a try. Come on, you others. Let him serve as a good example for us to get you to check in. KD0JNQ, it's all about you. Let's go.
89JP, good evening there, Matt. That's all County Dam.
All right. Thank you, Anthony. We'll catch you a little bit down the line. All right. How about it, Scott County check-ins? Bring it on in. KD0JNQ, it's all about you.
This is KF0ITI, Joyce and Bettendorf. Good evening, Steve and the net.
All right. Thank you for coming in, Joyce. We appreciate it, and we'll look forward to hearing from you in a little bit if you're here. And thank you for coming by. We really appreciate it. All right. How about it? Do we have any other Scott County check-ins? KD0JNQ. All right, we've made it through Scott County. Now what we're going to do is we're going to head on up there to Clinton. How about it, Clinton? Clinton County, KD0JNQ. Let's go. All righty. Nobody there in Clinton County tonight. So what we'll do is we'll head on up to Cedar. How about in Cedar County? KD0JNQ. All right. How about a Muscatine? Muscatine County. Let's get her done. Rock Island County. Do we have anybody in Rock Island County? How about it? It's all about you. Let's go.
This is KG7NBE, Bill and Moline.
All right, Bill. Thanks for coming in, man. We'll catch you in a little bit if you're still here. And thanks for coming by. Appreciate it, man. How about it? Do we have any other Rock Island County check-ins? All right. It looks like we've made D09 JUP. Looks like we got all of the Rock Island County. Now we're going into Henry County, and I got you, Anthony. Let's see, Anthony. We got him already. How about it? Do we have any other Henry County check-ins? KD0JNQ. All right, made it through that part. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to kind of mix around a little bit because I know the people that head for Clinton. I'm getting to really know them. I'm starting to put C's by their names so I can get them first because I want to give opportunity, okay? Now, here's the opportunity I really need because I know I've asked it before, but I'm trying to find ways to improve other than remembering call signs. You know, I know that's my basic top-notch need, okay? But also, I want to know if y'all know how we can take and attract listeners and other people to the net where y'all are having fun and we don't lose them, okay? So my big question is for the question tonight to ask, if you have any ideas, give them to me, man. I'd appreciate it. What we're going to do is we're going to just go right to Bill over in Rock Island County, KG7MB. Bring it in, my friend. How in the world's your week? And what's the outlook got you coming on? KD0JNQ. It's all about you. Let's go.
This is KG7NB, Bill. Good evening, Steve, and everyone listening on the net tonight. Hey, it's been a little slow week. Not too awfully bad. Spent the day watching the Daytona 500 today, and
Cool.
Wasn't able to get down there for it this year, but enjoyed watching it. Kind of a dull one, but other than that, just been recouping and trying to put the pieces together, if you will.
All right.
As far as your question, Steve, how to improve. My advice was always to have the net control people listen to other nets and find out what they liked about what was going on and what they heard, and kind of emulate that. Other than that, I don't have too much to offer there, Steve. But you're doing a good job. Appreciate your help and greatly appreciate your hosting. KG7NBE. Bill will be on the side.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. Thanks for that advice, Bill. And I do listen a lot, and I just try to catch on, but sometimes I'm not very good. I guess that's why I ask. Everybody knows I'm just a talker, and I have fun listening to others talk with us. So I just need a little advice, and that'll really help out. So thank you for that. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Let's move on. How about it, Anthony? Give me your ideas, man. Where you at? KD0JNQ.
KD0JNQ, this is KD9JQ. I would say if you really want to put the scope wide open, I would suggest you put it on like either TV or put a flyer up on the page, or maybe try to keep trying what you're doing, and maybe introduce it to the field. That's pretty much all I have there, Steve. KD0JNQ, KD9JP. Clear, that will be my last.
Well, there's one. I guess maybe we're going to have to look and see what we can do for field day. I never thought about that. So thank you, Anthony. I appreciate it. We're going to look into that one, getting that done, see what we can do, because that's pretty cool. And maybe we can be the beginning of another idea. We're going to call that just a Sunday net day, field day. Sunday net field day. I'm going to write that down because I kind of like that idea. And we'll have to talk to a few people, see what they think. So there we go. All right. Thanks for that idea. Appreciate it. And what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to go right on into Mr. Mike. Bring it in, Mike. KD0JNQ. It's all about you. Let her go.
KD0JNQ, AE0IT. I'm assuming you're talking about me. I don't think there's any other mics on tonight. But I think Bill had some valid points, Anthony as well. And probably just going to reiterate that. I was going to offer maybe bribery, but that might not be so legit. Anyway, listen to other nets, like you said, and see what that does, and get some ideas on those nets that go on all day long. It seems like morning nets and afternoon nets, and plenty to listen to. So give that a shot. Back to you, KD0JNQ, AE0IT.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mike. I'm so deep in thought here, and thank you for that for hitting that one again, because yeah, thank you, appreciate that. I'm just trying to absorb it and figure out how I can get it done. And thank you. I mean, it's simple, just check in. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet on that one, Mr. Brandon, K9LOB. Yeah, bring it on in, my friend. How in the world are you doing tonight? KD0JNQ, it's all about you. All right, looks like we've made it through that part. So what we'll do is we'll go down to N2AM. Mr. Kevin, world-renowned, must have 3 instead of 2 radios. Bring it in, man. It's all about you.
And 2 a.m. in the group. Yep. I guess we had a little bit of solar activity, but it apparently didn't mess up the bands yet. Anyway, maybe it did after the thing got past us. But I've been too busy to turn my radio on, other than this one. Just as one thing there, Steve, you could just make it a whole lot simpler if you just say, if you want to know where the nets are, go to our official web page. Ooh, sorry about that.
Nope, that's what I need to hear, Kevin, because that's something I've gotten so used to doing. Now I can fill it up with something different. And we'll just have to figure out what that different is. But I'm just going to write down here, new web. There we go, new web page. And that's something I really need to do. So thanks, man. I appreciate it. And Mike, I am so sorry for not even thinking about that one. Oh man, I should be. Go after my microphone. All right. So thank you, Kevin. Appreciate it. What I'm going to do next is I'm just going to come down here to N9RHS. Mr. John. Hey, how's your day, my friend? Bring it on in. KD0JNQ is all about you.
You put me on the wrong side of the river again, Steve. N0RHS. I just want to say good evening to everyone. The only idea I might have, and I'm not 100% positive about this.
This is what I love. Let's get some talk.
You might,
love it.
I don't know if you're using a radio or not, but you might get it on Wires X. You can do that on analog, I believe. And maybe that might be an idea. I don't know.
But
that's
I have
my
an
only
idea.
thing. Other than that, again, good evening, everyone. Everyone's doing turn RHS.
No. John, you got an idea. I'm gonna write that down. That's digital, narrow, 9-4. I got an idea. I just need to get permission to do it. I'll have to call Kelly and make sure it's okay. But thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, thank you, appreciate it, John. Love that idea. Next, we're going to move right on into N1AWB, Mr. Mitt. Bring it on in, my friend. It's all about you. Let's go.
Good evening, Steve, and everyone on the net. November 1 Alpha Whiskey Bravo. It's been a good week. I had the pleasure of
that'd work out real well, wouldn't it?
Trivia night for our local high school booster club on Friday. We had about 250 people there. So exhausting, but
have
good.
You got digital, Mr.
And
Trump?
Steve, I'll have to think about some ideas here. I don't know if it's worth the organizational effort of having one of us who are common check-ins to this net to get on the horn every night for a couple of weeks at the 700 at like maybe 7 o'clock and just put a shout out there on behalf of the club if that's even possible to have new and other hams who haven't keyed up yet to do so and to drive them
Do you have
to our website
digital radio?
In any event, that may be a lot of organization, but that's probably about all I got. So I'll send it back to you, Steve. November 1, Alpha Whiskey Bravo, standing clear.
Okay, yeah, thanks for that idea. Okay. Thanks for that idea. I really appreciate it. Man, you guys got my head going now. I got some neat ideas coming on now just to get them initiated. Thanks for coming in, Mitt, and thank you for just taking and stirring the pot for me. Gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've got another one of our new hammers. KE0SAW, Mr. Matt. How in the world you going in your world today, man? Give me your ideas, dude. Need them. There you go. Man.
KE0J.
Do you have a computer?
This is KE0SAW. Good evening, everybody. Not a whole lot's going on. Dodged that last snow and ice storm. Didn't have to drive out in it, luckily. Hopefully
Cool.
I'll be able to do that again this next week. As far as ideas for the nets and the clubs go, I do distinctly remember when I first started getting into this and when I got back into it, having all the nets back to back on the same night. It's nothing for the entire week and then cram it all in within an hour and a half. And that could be a little hectic, especially for newer hams. And just another little thing I noticed, I was browsing the website for the club, and I see where you guys have all the nets on there. But one big thing I noticed was a lot of them don't have the location where they're coming out of. And for new hams, that would be that could be pretty difficult to figure out if you can even hit the repeaters because nothing even shows where they are in the first place. But just a couple ideas there, so I'll send it back to you, K0SAW.
All right, yeah, and just to secure it up with a couple of people that we're not going to go totally digital just with the net. We're going to keep it so the people can enjoy it on Sunday night too. But there's a couple of real interesting things that come out of all this, and I just want to thank you guys for your thoughts and not being afraid to hurt my feelings and offend me or anything, man, because these have been awesome ideas. That's what's really cool. Miss Joyce, KF0ITI, Bring it on in, young lady. How in the world are you doing? KD0JNQ, it's all about you. Well, it looks like we lost you. No, don't you worry about that, Mr. Trump. All right. Looks like we missed Miss Joyce. I'm sorry, y'all. You got my head so deep now. It's so awesome listening to this. I want to reverse it and listen all over again. You know, that kind of thing. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just see now. Do we have any latecomers? How about it? Any late check-ins? KD0JNQ. Any of y'all got any radio equipment you want to buy, sell, trade, or throw at Steve because it's not fixable?
KG7 NBE.
Yeah, go ahead, Bill.
Yep. Looking for a 991A if anybody's got one.
Okay, you heard that now. Bill is looking for an FT991A. He wants the Alpha. So if anybody would have one or know of one that's for sale, I may know where there's one too. Just key on in here and let us know. VPL, if you're out there and you know of one, key it on in and let us know, man. But anyway, thanks, Bill, and we'll see what we can do. What Bill is looking for is an FT991A Alpha. Is there anything else that we can do you for, Bill?
$2 million. No, that's fine. Just a lot of little things here popping up, and I'm going to take a little different direction on a project. So kind of want to secure a 991. I suppose I could take a 991 and do the updates, but I'd rather prefer to have the A with the different supply in there. Other than that, I think you can kind of see one of the things that was a good thing that Matt brought up, I believe, K0SKW. That was on the time constraints here on Sunday night. You can see what we get some dropouts in there, and I noticed that several times, and some of the other nets have suffered the same thing, Steve. So might give that a shot of thinking about moving it or put some thought into that, because it is a very tight restraint to stay on task and still check into the net and be around for the second call. So whatever, KG7 NBE, anybody, my email is on the website. It's KG7NBE@gmail.com if anybody wants to drop me a line.
All right. Oh, I forgot the E on your call. No wonder what I'm looking at thinking, what's the world? I forgot to put that in there. I'm sorry. Bill. Gosh, thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it. And I understand when this was all put together to take over for Leo, I understand what you're all talking about on the time constraints. And those constraints came in because we have been trying to do everything on one night, and I understand that, and I'm also gonna keep that in focus anyway. But you're talking about people have mixed so many things in here, from digital to a few other ideas that are really going through my head that we could be doing through the week. We don't have stop Sundays. We just need to maybe improvise a little bit, and that's where I'm at. And that's why I want to say thank you, because my mind's starting to hurt. I'm starting to just think so much of so many different ideas on what we can do, because the big thing I want to do in what I've got going on And I'm gonna let the repeater do its thing. I got a couple of minutes here. I'm just gonna jab for a minute or so. Okay, here it is. We've had young kids. We have Ava. She's out here in just north of me, and her family. And Ava, I believe, is an extra class, which is a really big deal. We've got Dave's daughters, JJG. They're both generals, and we've got others that they just haven't come to mind right now on the kids and who they are. But it would be really cool to be able to draw them in and find a way to do it in an adult state of mind. And that's why I just want to thank you all for what you've done. And just not being afraid of my feelings and just tell me what's on your mind. Thank you. I appreciate it. And just out of curiosity, do we have any late check-ins? Do we have any check-ins that just decided, I guess I'm going to check in because I'm tired of listening?
KD0JNQ, KD9G, with another idea to throw at you.
Go ahead, man.
How about some hands-on, like either antenna building, fox hunting, or any other hands-on projects like that Walt does and stuff? You know, like soldering projects, all of that there type deal.
For net night, I think we're getting that's getting a little bit out there for me. To be honest with you, Anthony, because especially on Sunday nights, because we've got very little time. So that's getting. But I like the idea for field day or something of that nature. Thank you.
You're welcome. 89G.
Comment.
Go ahead.
KG7NBE again, Steve. Just one thing that I thought about as a tail end there. If you make the party a small party as good as you can, it's always easier to increase it from that standpoint rather than increase it and then try and make it better.
Yes, I see what you're saying. And that's right where I'm at. Thank you so much, Bill. I really appreciate it, man. But thank you, y'all. I appreciate this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of shorten the party up because it looks like we've got a few things coming on and try to get this under control. Thank you all for what you've done and just being the friends that you've been and the faithful people that you are. And yeah, thank you. KD0JNQ, Steve, it's all about you. Have a nice day. Thank you very much. Sleep tight on these next 7 nights and be ready for next week. Good day. We're returning the repeater back to its regular intended use. KD0JNQ. I think, you said you had a computer, right, Trump? Because we can get you in on Echo Link. So that worry is out of my way. And the only other one I think that doesn't have a digital radio is Joyce. We can try to get that through that way. I think we're going to start a new net come one of these nights that I'm not busy. And I got to talk to Kevin and a few others. I got a couple of phone calls I need to make. I want to thank you. And y'all, I'm going to shut this down.
E0 JNQ KG7 NBE. You still there, Steve?
Yes, Matt, go ahead, man. Or Bill, I'm sorry. Yes, Bill, go ahead.
All right. Just wanted to say something, Steve. If email anything off of me, contact or whatever, shoot me an email. That's the easiest way of getting a hold of me, and be happy to work anything out with you that I can. Or don't have all the advice in the world, and it's not always the best. But if you want to bounce something, feel free to do that. Just wanted to let you know that. KG7 NBE will be clear.
Well, I thank you for that, Bill, because sometimes it gets kind of lonely here, and then Mitt came in, and that kind of took the loneliness away for a little bit. But it's so awesome being able to do this because at one time, a lot of people I don't think really realized that we were probably getting every couple of months, we were getting 3 to maybe 4 new check-ins. They didn't stay long. And it's just boggled my mind on how to try to get that going again and get those few that that check in to keep checking in. And I sit back and I think about young ladies that are really having an awesome time with the radio, especially like Joyce, and to be able to take and attract new operators, new lady operators for young ladies like her to make her feel special and wanted on the radio too. Kids, I'm gonna tell you what, I've seen the younger generations coming through so much, and I want to figure out how to take and get them coming back too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Roger, I do. That's for sure. Yeah, it's. I think the big thing is to take one item or something that you take a bunch of the items and list it, maybe something that's said tonight, and take one of those that you think is worthy, and start working on that one thing and just make it better, get it put to bed, and go on to the next one. And hey, there's nothing wrong that says that you can't try something on a different night on the same frequency here, and just start a little rag chew going on, or a round table, or whatever the case may be, kind of like they do up in Clinton. So there's a lot of ways you could go about it. It just kind of has to work out for you, and so I think there's plenty of people here that will jump in and give you a hand, Steve. So don't ever worry about that. But just try not to do everything at once. Just do one thing well, and get that put to bed and move on.
Yeah, that's and thank you for that, man, Bill. I appreciate it. That's why I was thinking. I don't want to move the net because it's been here for so long, and to be honest with you, we tried to move it here about 6 or 7 years ago. It didn't quite work out the way it should have. That may have been what caused a few operators from stopping in, checking in, but we moved it back to the 700 for just reasons that people loved hitting this repeater. And as far as what's going on, somebody said something about it being crowded, and I'm understanding that, and that's stuck right in the middle of my ears. Not too many times does something do that. When it does, my mind starts racing, and I just see trying to get it so people of all ages want to participate, and it just kind of it's right there's where I'm at. I'm stuck, and I'm excited because now I got to figure out how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Yep. anything worthwhile is going to take a little work.
Thank you,
And,
Mr. Trump. Appreciate we're going to shut
shows
this
with the work
down.
that
Thanks,
you put
Mike.
into it already, Steve. So
Have a nice day.
no worries on that part. But yeah, there's always a lot of different ideas, and there's ham radio is just a